Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our presentation on the phonetic analysis of whistling names in Kongthong, patterns and contexts. I am Rymphang Rynjah. I'm joined by Saralyn Lyngdoh, and today we will take you to Kongthong, a village in India where whistles carry names, emotions, and calls across valleys. So using Pratt, we analyzed 49 whistling samples from 17 individuals, revealing how soft short, sharp short, and long full patterns encode intimacy, urgency, and distance. So join us to explore this unique Khasi tradition, its acoustic features, and its cultural significance. So I want you to listen to this sound. I'm, I don't think so. Can everyone hear this sound? Okay, so that is a sample whistling sound. So it does not support here. Okay, so let me move on. So again, Kongthong, a village in Meghalaya, is renowned for its unique whistle naming system. Residents who primarily speak the wide variety of Khasi language use whistling names alongside conventional names. So mothers assign each child a distinctive whistle name derived from lullabies shortly after birth, creating a melodic identity. So again, the research gap is, despite growing interest in whistling languages globally, Kongthong's whistling naming system remains underexplored. It's untouched and under-researched. Limited phonetic studies exist uh, on these whistles, which encode social and ecological functions, representing a gap in acoustic and cultural linguistics. So to say, Kongthong's naming system is a hidden gem. The research objectives of this paper is how do acoustic features such as pitch, duration, intensity, and contour vary across the three whistling patterns in Kongthong, and what makes a whistle intimate, urgent, or far-reaching. So let's explore how its sound tells the story. So the focus of the study is we analyzed 17 whistling names from 4 families in Kongthong, and each of these whistling names have 3 distinct patterns. So the first one is the soft short, which is used for intimate, close-range exchanges. For example, for affectionate calls, like a mother calling child for meal. Then a sharp short, which is used for urgent or emotionally intense signals for frustration or a sibling urging another to hurry, and a long full pattern, which is used for long distance communication adapted to the terrain. For example, in fields, forests, or of others, summoning the sun across a field. The relevance of this study is that it contributes to the ethnolinguistics by decoding a unique nonverbal system, and it advances understanding of how whistles encode social and ecological functions. And most importantly, it lays the groundwork for future exploration in Kongthong's whistle names. The methodology used in the study is we collected audio recordings of 17 whistling names from 4 families in Kongthong. We collected the metadata, the caller, the location, and the purpose for each whistle, and also interviews, insights on context, usage, and cultural significance from family members. Now, to segment these recordings, we use Audacity to segment one audio file per family into individual whistles. The analysis, we analyze each recording after the segmentation in Pratt to extract acoustic features such as duration, such as mean pitch, pitch range, mean intensity, and pitch contour. So again, using Pratt, we measured how long each whistle lasts, its pitch, loudness, and melody shape. For example, a short soft whistle has a steady tone while a sharp one rises sharply. This is a file description of Pratt screenshot showing the sound editor for a long full, which is of 8.6 seconds. So the waveform, the top again shows the amplitude, the spectrogram in the middle, visualizes the frequency content, the pitch contour in the blue line, which shows a complex shape such as rising, falling, and rising again. So this screenshot shows a long full whistle waveform. And also notice how the complex melody, which is perfect for carrying across fields. Now the results of this study, the acoustic features first. The findings, like we said, we analyzed 17 whistling names across these three patterns. So for soft short, the mean duration is 1.96 seconds. The pitch is 574.75 hertz. The intensity is 81.97 decibels. Often steady contours. Example of this speak or the name, Jiritsi Roy, 2.4 seconds, having a 456.2 hertz, and the contour is steady. For a sharp shot, again, we got a sharp shot from only 15 individuals. The other two were reluctant to give the sharp short whistle. So we got the mean duration is of 1.60 seconds. The pitch 687.81 hertz, and the intensity 82.97 decibels. Again, for sharp, often rising contours. So for long full, from 17 individuals, the mean duration is 10.86 seconds, the pitch 557 hertz, and the intensity is 78.36 decibels. Again, the contours is complex. So again, these soft short whistles are brief and gentle. Sharp short are high pitch and intense, and long full are extended and complex. So again, how do these traits match their purposes? So again, consider Tomlin's long full whistle. It lasts for about 10.2 seconds, which is perfect for a distant field or a forest call. So this bar chart reveals the acoustic signatures of Kongthong whistles. Long full whistles are the longest. Again, the sharp short are the high pitched and loudest, and the soft short are balanced for intimacy. Now again, notice how while sharp short ones peak in pitch for urgency. Now the discussion, the encoding functions. So social, it is used for soft short, which fosters intimacy, and sharp short, which signals urgency. So the soft short, the short duration, which the mean is of 1.96 seconds, and moderate pitch with steady contours, as seen in figure 3. So it fosters intimate, close relationship, close range interactions. The sharp short, which is of brief duration of 1.6 seconds, it is high pitch and rising contours, as in figure 4. It signals urgency or emotional intensity, again, often used for urgent summons. Now, these acoustic features align with social functions for intimacy and urgency, and reflecting the abstracts that we have submitted on social encoding. Now, for ecological, it covers the long full adapts to terrain. Long full is often extended duration of 10.6 seconds, and complex contours, as in figure 5, ensure audibility across Kongthong's rugged terrain, such as forests and fields. And the low intensity balances energy for sustained projection over distances. So the acoustic features explain how long full whistles are acoustically designed for long distance communication in challenging environments and ecological adaptations. So in Kongthong's hilly forest, a long full whistle like Tomlin's 10-second melody carries a name across valleys. Its complex contour stands out against wind and trees. Now, the connection to Khasi linguistics. Khasi, an intonational language, uses pitch variations for emphasis and phrasings, not lexical tone. So whistling patterns may mirror Khasi's intonational contours. This hints at a deeper link to Khasi speech patterns. And also, future research could explore if Kongthong's whistles reflects Khasi prosodic patterns. Now, the implications and future directions. So the first one is for preservation, archiving for Kongthong's cultural heritage, and again to protect against the loss of modernization impacts traditional practices. So again, we if by preserving and we can ensure this heritage endures despite modern changes. Now, for exploring links to acoustic nonverbal systems, further study could explore parallels between Kongthong's whistling names and Austroasiatic nonverbal systems. The Khasi intonational patterns, example pitch for emphasis, may align with the Kongthong's whistles contours. Also, comparative analysis with other Austroasiatic communities could reveal shared prosodic features. Again, future work could uncover these. Again, another interesting application is that insights could inform acoustic signal design. Practical applications of the study findings would contribute designing effective acoustic communication, extending the study's impact beyond linguistics. So the conclusion is that uh, our analysis of 49 whistles shows soft, soft short for intimacy, sharp short for urgency, and long full for distance. These acoustics, like Tomlin's 10.2 seconds complex whistle, it mirrors Kongthong's social and environmental needs. So those are the numbers, the readings, and these patterns encode social and ecological functions. So again, another call for action is we can encourage further study of Kongthong's whistling language, again, which is a rare gem and a global treasure. Further research could explore these acoustic cultural roles and link to international languages like Khasi, preserving these systems worldwide. Also, we could join efforts to study and preserve these unique non-verbal systems. So that is it. We've come to the end. So thank you.
Thank you very much for this really hidden gem, as you say. Uh, Fascinating. Unfortunately, we couldn't hear the example on
Yeah,
the first slide. It
yes,
would be great
it did not
to hear
support.
examples of this.
Yes, it does not support. So actually, I have used them in this presentation, but I couldn't.
Okay,
I'm so sorry about that, sir.
no problem. But if at one point you make these recordings available somewhere, it would be great to hear because I cannot really imagine what it sounds like to whistle a name. But thank you very much. And we have questions in the chat here. Ryan, I'm curious about the three categories that you use: soft, short, sharp, short, long, full. Where did these categories come from? Are participants already aware of these different types of whistles? If not, how did you prompt the participants to produce them categorically right? Yep.
Uh,
You,
Thank
you
you
can see
for
the
the
question,
question.
right?
Yes, sir. Thank you for the question. So
Uh,
the participants are already aware of these patterns. So they would use this sharp short for again for urgency or frustration, the soft short for intimacy. But again, the long full is mostly used in the fields and forests. So this is what we discovered and found out, sir.
Paul Sidwell writes in the chat, maybe if you close the sharing and then try to play again, maybe then we could hear the sound. I don't know if that
Let me
would
just
work.
try. Let me just try, sir.
Yes.
I'll just play the song.
Yes.
So this is a soft shot. Is that audible, sir?
I can't hear anything. No,
Okay, sir.
doesn't seem to be working,
No, sir.
unfortunately. Yeah. Well, okay. It's a technical issue. It's not an academic issue, right? Oh,
Is it audible, sir?
yes, yes. Now we can hear it.
Okay, so that was a long pattern. Okay, I think it's audible now. Let's listen to the soft shot. So this is a soft shot. Is that audible, sir?
Uh, Barely, but yes.
Okay. Okay, this is a sharp. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So that is a technical difficulties. I have actually tried to use the sounds in the presentation, but it couldn't support.
Okay. No, no problem. But yeah, we got an idea at least.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Alexandra Herdeg writes in the chat, is whistling used for any other kind of communication besides names in Kongthong?
No, sir. The whistles are only specifically for the names. Now, these whistles have been again assigned by mothers from lullabies. So again, they serve as melodic identities for communication in Kongthong's terrain. So these whistles, the name whistles, only serves as names.
Okay. And only to call the people, only as vocative, or
They-
also to talk about people?
Only to address them, sir. Only to call
Only to
them.
address them. Okay.
Yes.
Good. Thank you. Are there other questions or comments? I don't see anything in the chat. Yeah. Do you have different acoustic realizations of whistling sound between men and women? That's interesting. Yes.
Male and female.
Yes.
Yes, sir, the pitch varies, but the whistles again are the same. The only difference is in the pitch because they tend to use a higher, lower pitch, but the whistles are the same, sir.
Okay. So the names are still identifiable, no
Yes,
matter
yes,
if
sir.
they're whistled by a man or a woman.
Yes.
Good. And another question, which social cultural contexts influence when and why whistling names are used in Kongthong?
Again, the social, cultural context maybe such as like I have discussed, it encodes the social can be in terms of urgency, I mean of in intimacy or urgency, and the cultural context may be to for again to for terrain functions such as fields, forests. So it may encode ecological functions as well, so in cultural context. In terms of social, it can be intimacy, urgency, as well as ecological in terms of terrains, such as fields or forests. So those are the functions of the whistles.
Okay, so in a certain context, if you want to address someone, call someone, do you have the
Yes.
choice if you want to whistle or use the name? And do they make a difference if you use one or the
In,
other?
in the village itself, they use the names. They all use the names in the village. all
Okay.
the villages will use the names.
Okay. Lynette has another question. Is whistling specific only to Kongthong village? What about other villages in the area?
Again, Kongthong, this whistling naming system is present in the adjoining villages as well, sir. But for this study, we only selected Kongthong village. However, it is very much there in other villages as well, called as the Khararshunong or the 12 villages, the adjoining villages near Kongthong.
Okay. Good. Other questions or comments? Apparently not. No one seems to be typing in the chat. No hands are raised. So thanks again for this very fascinating presentation.
Sure, sir.